shot for any point guard. He said he developed it on the playgrounds of Southside Chicago. You didn't call fouls, so you just had to find a way to get your shot off before the contact.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And McDermott subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. And Marion gets it to go. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Rose. And that one is stuffed right through. Some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Here's Irving after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. And Irving with the basket on the assist by LeBron. 6 points for Kyrie Irving. And Rose working to develop his floater with, Steve, his left hand as well.
Well, you don't see many players who can make a floater with either hand. I mean, something like that with his quickness, that would be impossible to defend.
Butler kicks to McDermott. And stolen by James. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's now only a 1-point Bulls lead.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better. A moment here to see the numbers Kyrie Irving put up last year. 13th in free throw percentage, 14th in scoring, and he also finished in the top 20 in assists. So this is a guy who really did a nice job of sharing the ball with his teammates.
I think you should show him a little more love for finishing among the top 15 free throw shooters. I mean, I know it's not top 5, but top 15's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, he was in a groove at the line, and it lasted all season.
Gibson the screen. Heinrich passes to Gibson, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
The wide open look here for Marion. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Well, Chicago has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Dishes it to Heinrich. Passes it to Gibson. Bulls moving the ball around. Snell kicks to Heinrich. Gibson with the screen on Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Kirk Heinrich in his 12th season out of Kansas. Remember covering this guy in college. Still a quality defensive combo guard. At 6'4", tremendous IQ and anticipation really helps him at the defensive end. And he's, I think, a little underrated offensively, too.
And Heinrich playing big numbers for the Bulls last season. Steve, his shooting percentages have started now to tail off over the last few years.
You know, I think his defense is really what keeps him on the court at this point, Kevin. Offensively, still a good playmaker and a decision maker, but he's not going to be a big scorer.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against New York. The feed to Gibson. Back to Heinrich. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Mirotic. Sean Marion grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 4. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively. Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Here's Snell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the blocks... Send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
.107 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Dellavedova, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hinrich outside. Now the dish to McDermott. Just 5 to shoot. Gibson setting a pick for McDermott beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Second chance shot. They get it back. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Hinrich, and he gets it to go. We've got 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's Miller penetrating. Here's Dellavedova. No luck. From mid-court, the shot no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Coming up next Thursday, November 6th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets. It's Western Conference action. It's the real deal.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Kevin Love. James Jones is out there with Marion. Then there's Dion Waiters, and it's Dellavedova in at the point. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, you have to admire Dion Waiters' confidence as he feels he's going to be the next great shooting guard. Not shy to proclaim himself as the next in line. Waiters saying, I really believe that I'll eventually be the best shooting guard in the NBA. This year I'm going to show a lot of people who doubted me and still doubt me. I'm going to show them. Can't wait to watch, guys.
Well, Doris, confidence so key in this league. Thanks. Not a lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Jones. Now here's Hinrich. McDermott with the screen for Hinrich. The pass to Noah. Back to Hinrich. They set the pick. He feeds it to McDermott. Noah against Marion. Here's Snell. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Floats one, and he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Shawn Marion.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Hinrich outside. Lets it go from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound. Marion's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scores. LeBron James third, Kevin Love fourth.
And what an option either one of these two guys gives you, because they're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And then for Cleveland, James checked in for Marion. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now here's Heinrich. McDermott with the screen for Heinrich. Over to the left wing. Shot off the pick. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 4 points in the bucket for Mirotic.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Irving with the ball. He's got 8. Love kicks to Irving. From 12 feet out. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Heinrich, right side. He kicks it to Mirotic. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Kevin Love. Terrific year last season for him. Put up about 26 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the work that impresses me the most is how he's attacked the glass and provided so much help on securing rebounds for his team.
Yeah, it's huge, Steve. I mean, when you add up the offensive glass work that turns into second chance points, I mean, the rebounding that he brings to the table has been huge.
Here is Rose. Following the basket by Kevin Love. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving drives in. Shot is no good.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Dunleavy's shot is off. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. James dishes to Varejao. Irving passes to Varejao. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Varejao's got his second bucket of the night. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Butler on the way. Irving against Rose. And it's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Joakim Noah.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. He's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
Bulls trail by 10. And you talk about the physical transformation for Kevin Love. Leaner, quicker, and stronger.
Yeah, credit yoga and Pilates. He's trying to be the very best he can be, and he's putting in the work to do that, so it actually helped him more at the defensive end.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them, trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He told them to be looking to attack in the open floor. He doesn't want them getting slowed down in half-court sets. He wants the fast break to be a major weapon. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks, Doris. And here is James. Pau Gasol getting his 3 to go. Irving's shot is good.
And for the Bulls, you have to remember that Derrick Rose is still in his mid-20s, so with his injuries pushing back the timetable slightly and a new luxury tax structure, it's more punitive than ever. The Bulls opted to go a little younger and control their costs.
And guys, you know it, the Bulls are a financially conservative team. I mean, probably the most reluctant among big market teams to pay the luxury tax. So they're trying to win and turn a profit, and until they're in legitimate position to win a title, you can't fault them for that. In one phrase, it's called managing the business.
Derrick Rose, the 2011 MVP, but major injuries to his knees have cost him most of the last 2 seasons. Only time will tell if he's able to reclaim that elite status in the NBA.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. 5th in three-point shooting, 8th in assists, and they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
And how about the spacing that we saw from this team last year, Clark? You mentioned the three-point shooting in the top 5 in terms of field goal percentage from long range. And I think it was a direct result of great unselfish play. And it helps when you can employ that inside-out game. You know, attack a team in the paint. And then kick it out for that three-point shot.
And you recall Derrick Rose had some knee issues at Memphis as well.
Yeah, nothing nearly as serious as what he's encountered recently. But hey, he's only 26. Even if he doesn't win another MVP, I think he's still got a good chance to be an impact player, a high-level impact player, even an all-star going forward.
And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Irving drives in, rejected by Gasol. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
James. Here's Varejao, rejected by Gasol. And it's Rose penetrating. He kicks it to Noah. Nice D from Varejao.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Irving with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Shot's good by Waiters.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Outside Rose. Inside to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game. Cleveland leading by 4. Irving drives in, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got 16 points.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Now here's Rose. 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York.
And he was disruptive defensively, too. Kevin, really aggressively trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
Now here is Irving. After the miss from Pau Gasol. Launches it. And another 3 for Cleveland. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Rose dishes to Gasol. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. And it's Rose penetrating. Shoots. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Pau Gasol. The Cavaliers shooting straight 49% from the field. High post shot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Outside Rose. Butler against Waiters. 6 to shoot. Back to Rose. Pass to Dunleavy. Shoots. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got 7 points in the game.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Varejão's shot is good.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who've come in should really help smooth that out for the young man.
Here's Heinrich. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Rose kicks to Mirotic. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gibson's got his second basket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Feeds to Jones. On the wing, Miller. Guarded by Heinrich. Miller, the pass to Thompson. Here's Dellavedova. 6 points for him. And he gets it to go.
Well, it's easier to protect the lead if you can get nice high percentage shots rather than settle for long three-pointers that they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, shooting percentage a function of shot selection. I think they've got to keep the pressure on each possession. And I think that's easy to do when you're attacking the paint and not settling for threes.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Miller outside. Outside, Jones. Down low, here's Thompson. Here's Marion. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Marion's got 10 points in the game.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Now here's Jones. Following the miss by Nikola Mirotic. Dellavedova kicks to Miller. He's looking for Marion and finds him. And Gibson with the block. And here's Heinrich. And again, Chicago. No good. Now Miller. Outside, Jones. No good on the 3.
Derrick Rose. And Derrick, you guys were scoring pretty nicely as a unit here tonight. How do you facilitate that?
Just be more efficient. I'm taking less shots, making sure that I make my shots and take my time on the offensive end and get people involved in the game.
Thank you, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half, not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. Here is Rose. Following the basket by LeBron James. Noah with a screen on Irving. Rose, a picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Rose has got 20.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
Percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. And Chicago shooting an outstanding 53% for the game.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Now here's Butler. Here's Gasol, stolen by Waiters. To the inside, and the dunk by LeBron.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And so here is Chicago. The Cavaliers making the shot.